welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out what will be the outcome of this situation. I've got 7 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Amethyst. Group 2 is the Sodalite. Group 3 is the Jade. Group 4 is the Red Jasper. Group 5 is the Clear Quartz. Group 6 is the Unakite. And Group 7 is the Black Obsidian. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be in the description box below. You can also find details of my personal readings if you're interested in booking with me. Please don't forget to leave me a comment and hit the thumbs up button if you like this reading, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the Amethyst. Let's see what cards you have. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have 11th House, Friends. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Wonders. From the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, you have the Page of Swords. Judgment. And the 5 of Pentacles. It feels like there's some information or communication coming with regards to the situation, and it feels like it is going to be quite amazing and quite interesting. It feels like something to read, like maybe a lot of documents and maybe some fine print, and it feels like you might have to pay attention to like the small details. I'm not sure if it's like a contract to sign or something like that. I also feel like there may be quite a lot of communication, like a vast amount of communication. Like it might start with one, I'm hearing like communication that starts with one long message or written email or letter or something like that, and then there's like a lot of smaller communications that come following that, maybe a little bit later. So yeah, I feel like this might be an opportunity to make friends or to communicate with someone important in regards to business or finances. But I'm seeing there's potential for definitely like collaborating with people or forming really important relationships and making friends and making good associations with people is coming through. I feel like there may be someone who can help you, who you can hear from. But it might be like a judgment call that's being made, and it feels like it will be going in your favor, but you might find it a bit testing, the whole process of it. It just feels like something a bit trying, and it feels a bit stubborn and a bit difficult and a bit tricky to navigate. And I feel like there may be an opportunity that you might not notice that comes along, which you might prefer, or it might be a better one that you can pay attention to, but you're on a path where you don't end up seeing it or something like that. It's like an opportunity that might be available but maybe isn't available because of something else. So it feels very important to like stay focused in the present moment to see what signs you're presented with and what communications come through. And I would say try to respond to communications really quickly and try to keep your eyes out for things. And there might be like a phone call that needs to be made or something like that, a phone call that's received. So try to make sure that you can hear your phone or that your alerts are on, your notifications are on, and things like that. It feels like there may be a message that you don't see first of all, and maybe you take a while to get back to the person, but you could maybe just like make sure your notifications are on right now for somebody. It does feel like there's some connection that's happening that's really important, and it feels like you might be hearing from somebody soon that you've been missing, or like you've missed a communication but somebody's going to try again, or like you've already missed a communication where somebody did try to communicate with you or something like that. But it feels like there will be another opportunity. You just have to be on the lookout. I want to say you have to be in the present moment. It feels like there's some like checking out of something, some research, it again feels like communication or information that's to be discovered or being discovered, and it feels like a decision's being made based on the information, and it feels like it's going to be a bit of a difficult process to like wait for the decision, and it feels like you will get like positive news, but it just might be a bit trying. It might be a bit of a wait. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, group 1. Please feel free to watch another group if it didn't. But thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. If you'd like any more answers, you can always get a personal reading from me. The information for that will be below in the description box. You can also find details of my Patreon and my PayPal for donations if you're feeling generous. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Sodalite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Ninth House, Faith. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Transformation. From the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. This seems like a situation that a lot of work is going to need to be put into. It feels like the work is going to lead to results. Like I do see a point of completion where the work pays off for you, it feels like. It does take a lot of faith, and it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of determination, and it's certainly not easy. It feels like quite a tough process where you have to keep going for a long time, even when you feel really tired. Even when you feel like it's too much, it feels like you have to keep going. But the results are going to pay off. It feels like the final outcome in terms of finances is going to go really well. For those of you where it's like a money, finances, work question. Or in terms of if it's like relationships and stuff, it feels like you're going to get what you want and get what you need and find commitment and security from the situation. It requires constant effort and constant vigilance and staying prepared. And if you are asking about a relationship, there might be some arguments or tensions or something like that. But yeah, for work and stuff, it feels like it's more like constant challenges and constant difficulties and maybe like minor setbacks or sources of stress or disagreements and things that don't necessarily go quite your way. And I do feel like you're going to be feeling quite on edge at times. Like maybe right now at the time of getting this reading, you're feeling really on edge and like things are getting on top of you. But I feel like you can have faith because there's going to be a big turnaround in the situation, especially if you're asking about a financial matter and you've been feeling really on edge. It feels like there's like some money coming that's going to secure the situation for you, and you're finally going to get a rest. You're finally going to get an opportunity to sit back and relax and not have to stress and not have to work so hard and not have to keep taking on like overtime, I'm hearing, or like extra work to get through the month. It feels like you're going to have a little, I want to say staycation for somebody, like a bit of a work break, a break from work, a little time for yourself and your health and your well-being. And I feel like it's really going to help you because you might be really stressed right now. You might be doing too much and feeling really overwhelmed. So yeah, I feel like you guys can have faith and you can trust that things are going to get better. But for now, it feels like you do have to keep putting in work and you do have to keep kind of fighting against things that are going wrong and standing your ground and trying to maintain your position despite the challenges. But do have faith that things are going to get easier for you soon once you've gotten past this point of difficulty. And I feel like financially things are going to get easier for you and you're going to have more comfort and more security and safety within the situation. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that group too. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon and PayPal for donations if you're feeling generous. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Jade. Let's see what cards you have. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Sagittarius, I see. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have New Beginnings. From the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the King of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. It feels like there may be some sort of stress and difficulty going on with this situation that I feel like is going to continue. It's not like it's all going to just disappear, but I do feel like there is like a brand new start. And it does seem like there is some kind of assistance or help available, or like someone else to give something, or someone who's like really generous in the situation. It feels like there's some maybe employment for somebody or a new source of income. It could be like benefits or a reduction in taxes, like tax refund. It just feels like there's some kind of financial increase or it's like not very big, but it feels like something really helpful to just make things a bit easier for somebody in their situation. It's like maybe you've been worrying about money. I also feel like there may be an argument that's been going on for ages that feels like it's still very, very stressful. And I feel like someone's keeping their feelings to themselves, that they don't really want to share too much. And I feel like they may only share limited amounts of information with anyone about this kind of situation, or they may be only limitedly receptive to like making up, I want to say, or emotional communication or anything like that. It feels like someone's still really stressed about the situation. And I feel like if you have been arguing with someone and you're trying to start fresh with them, it feels like there may be potential for the arguments to continue. And it may be best to like start small rather than go in with like a big gesture or something like that. It feels like small steps. Like there is going to be some like small progress, but it does seem quite small and it can continue. It feels like everything in this situation is going to work out the way it should, in a fair way. But I also feel like the outcome of this situation might not be for quite a long time. It feels like maybe a bit in the future. Like this is something you're asking about that may not be right now. It may be a little bit further on, like for some of you even 9 months or maybe 9 weeks or something like that. But yeah, for some of you it might be not necessarily that long. I do feel like you might be asking about someone who's like a Pisces or I want to say Scorpio, and it feels like they're a bit deterred from like communicating or acting. They feel a bit like keeping their cards close to their chest. And I want to say like not really hanging out with people very much. It feels like they might want to just focus on their money and themselves. I don't know who that's for. It's just like a message that's coming through. But I feel like someone's got some feelings or a romantic offer, but they might not want to share too much with anyone right now. Like they just want to give away a little hint rather than a lot, and they might be really stressing about coming forward or communicating. They might be worried about an argument that could start or coming across wrong or offending somebody or something like that. But I do feel like there's like an opening in this situation. It just might be a little while away. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, group 3. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. And you can also find details of my Patreon and my PayPal for donations if you're feeling generous. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the red Jasper. Let's see what cards you have. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Scorpio, I transform. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Purification. From the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, you have the King of Wands. The Queen of Cups. And the Five of Wands. It seems like there may be some arguments or some competition or some stress in this situation. But it does feel like there is some cutting out of that energy, and I feel like there may be some forgiveness or some understanding, some kind of mutual agreement or something that happens. But it feels like it's a bit of a wait, and I feel like one person in the situation might be very slow, and the other person seems really in a rush and urgently, impatiently wanting things to move forwards. It feels like there's like a kind of incompatibility with people in a situation. I want to say like someone's more emotional and more feelings based, and somebody else is more passion based and more driven and more like instinct based. It feels like people maybe not have the same approach in the situation. So I don't know if this is like business or love, but it feels like the relationships in the situation are very important, and they may not be agreeable. It's like people may not be seeing eye to eye or getting on in any kind of way. And I do feel like it's like a grounds for concern if you're say like hoping for the best with a relationship. It feels like people are not on the same wavelength and not really seeing eye to eye. And I feel like one person may be a bit impatient with the other one, and the other one might be wanting to offer more than the other one wants to receive. It's like the energy of someone wanting love and the other one wanting sex, or someone wanting like a slow slow burning relationship and the other one wants like a quick fling, and it feels like slightly incompatible. And there's potential for change, like there's potential for somebody to transform their desires in the situation to make it more compatible. But it does feel like there's also like maybe too many people involved, like too many competitors. So I'm not sure if it's like someone wanting a relationship with you, but you want relationships with other people, or like vice versa or something like that. But yeah, it does feel like someone maybe has more feelings than the other person in the situation. Someone might be more lust driven, and yeah, someone more feeling driven. I also feel like with regards to work, you might be struggling with like a heart versus head kind of situation, or a feeling versus instinct kind of situation, or desire to do something versus desire to sit still. And it feels like you're kind of conflicted yourself about a situation. It might not be very clear. And again, what you want to do might not go with the situation at hand, like what's going on outside of you. I do feel like there's potential for things to improve. Like if it is, say, like you who has loads of options and someone else who's looking for like say like a monogamous thing, obviously for you, you could get rid of your options and like kind of look them in the eye at what they want. But that's completely up to you. And I feel like for you, if you're torn in different directions, there's also potential for you to like rid yourself of the kind of clutter options that you know are not right for you right now. So yeah, it feels like maybe for you personally, time to think about what you're looking for and what your dynamic role in the situation might be, or what your role in the dynamic might be. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that group 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. If you're interested in personal readings, you can find details below, and you can also find details of my Patreon and my PayPal for donations if you're feeling generous. I'd be super grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the clear quartz. Let's see what cards you have. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Yod, Destiny. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Change. From the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, you have the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like this situation seems very lucky. It feels like there's something going in your favour. And I feel like you might receive news about this soon. But it feels like a little distance in the future, like maybe 3 days or 3 weeks to 3 months for some of you. It could even be like 7 months. It feels like there's a big change coming, and it feels like the kind of thing you've been waiting for. Like the news, if you receive news, is the kind of news you've been waiting for. The change is the kind of change you've been waiting for. But it seems like there's lots of things that could go wrong between now and then. I want to say, like, this situation that you're asking about does feel very destined and very fated, but I feel like there's other options that are maybe swaying you right now to the point where you might not stay on this current path that you're on. It's like you might be considering switching paths right now. You might be considering other options, and the outcome is dependent on what you do between now and then. It's like if you decide to stop the focus you have right now and change it even slightly, it's like the kind of butterfly effect thing. It's like if you change something now, the future will be different from what I'm predicting. So take the outcome as like subject to change depending on what you do. But provided that you stay focused and you stay on this course with the fact that it is kind of destined for you in mind, it seems like it is going to pay off for you, but it just seems like a longer wait than you might want. And for some of you, I feel like you don't want it bad enough to wait, and you might get distracted by temptations and other things, and I feel like that will make it longer for you. It will make it delayed by more weeks or more days or more months if you get confused and stop wanting this as much and stop focusing on this and start looking at other options or other potentials or other things that you could do. So yeah, try and keep your focus exactly on what you most want with regards to the situation. Don't allow yourself to get distracted. Don't allow yourself to even consider the other options, I want to say. Because I feel like Spirit will throw like kind of things in front of you to test you and see if you do want it bad enough. And you're being asked to show that you do and like demonstrate that you're going to stay in put in the amount of effort needed to get long-term results rather than wanting like a quick payoff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope I didn't put that too tough for you guys. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the information in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Unakite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Black Moon Astrology cards you have Moon, Soul. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle you have Security. From the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot you have the Page of Pentacles. The World. And the Moon. It feels like there's something really solid and safe coming from the situation. Like I feel like the outcome's secure and it's stable and it's positive and it feels like something which you can rely on or something which you can trust. I feel like there may be some concern or stress in the meantime, like you might be very worried about this situation. This situation might involve lots of your worries, but I do feel like the complete end of this situation, like the outcome is very positive and you're going to feel really safe about it. You're going to feel like it's the perfect outcome for you, like it's the desired outcome. And it feels like it is like a kind of outcome that ties up all the loose ends and you get a sense of completion or closure or a feeling of being really finished in a way that's very productive and successful. If you're asking about a project that's like material or financial or work-based, it feels like the financial reward is there and it's like money to play with, like the kind of money that gives you options or allows you to invest in further projects, that kind of big financial boost that helps you to get to like a different situation with your life or find a different place to live maybe, or move to a different location to maybe like change up your business or something. It's like something that allows you to do more in the future. The outcome of the situation, it's like the outcome of the situation leads to future plans being made or the opportunity for future plans to be made. And it feels very successful and prominent. And I feel like you might be having some really prominent dreams about this situation right now. For some of you, this might involve like a soulmate or something that's really dear to you, like a passion project or something that's like your soul's purpose here, like a career that's like your whole reason for existing, or it feels like that. It's like the thing you're most passionate about. So yeah, you might be really nervous about how this is going to go, but I do feel like it's going to go very well, at least in the end. It might be a bit of a rocky road for a bit with your emotions and your nerves and stuff. But do try and pay attention to your dreams and the messages that you get and the signs that you get, because I feel like they will point you to the direction of what things are looking like. And I feel like this is a very safe and secure situation that's very precious for you. And I feel like it's something that will lead to like greater results in the future as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching Group 6. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. I make a lot of videos like this. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Black Obsidian. Let's see what cards you have. From the Black Moon Astrology cards you have Jupiter Return, Benefits. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle you have Solitude. From the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot you have the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Eight of Pentacles. Really nice energy. This feels like for somebody it might be a situation that's leading to marriage, and it feels like a very committed situation. If you're asking about something like a relationship, it also feels like there may be children involved. So if you're asking about like the long-term outcome of a relationship, it does feel like it's going very well and it's pointing towards like commitment and marriage and stability and longevity. Also with career, it feels like, again, longevity and commitment and proving your worth and demonstrating your ability and being very productive. I'm really like bringing in a harvest with what you're doing. It feels like great results. I'm seeing someone just like working in silence on their own, getting things done in like hermit mode, just focused on your work and not really focused on anything else and making a lot of sacrifices. And it seems like that's going to pay off. It's like you've got the keys to success. And it feels like a lot of people are very interested in you. You might be reaching a position where you're highly sought after and admired by a lot of people, or very valuable to your company or to your customers or something like that. So it feels like a very successful outcome to the situation, whether you're asking about love or business or anything else. But yeah, I do feel like there might be a need for solitude in the meantime. There might be a need for you to just like focus on your own work and your own routine for a while, and to focus on trying to make the best of your own situation. And I also feel like there seems to be a need for commitment and following the rules and following like the traditional way of doing things the right way, and taking things seriously, whether that is like work or love or anything else. It feels like long-term results will be very good, and there's a lot of rewards long-term for you putting in a lot of effort. And this feels like something which is highly likely to lead to financial rewards if it's the kind of situation you're asking about. Like if you're asking about something that could lead to money, something to do with work, it feels like the financial reward is very good. And I also feel like the kind of feeling you get from doing it is very good. It feels like beneficial for you on a personal level, as well as the potential for it to be financially beneficial. So it's like, say if you're marrying, it feels like you and your partner would be really hardworking and successful together. It feels like you guys would both be good with money and stay together long term and trust each other when you're having time alone. And yeah, if you're asking about work, it feels like you will find that a lot of money comes with a lot of hard work, and you're going to put in a lot of work over a long period of time. But I do feel like you're going to maybe get promoted or find that even more results come. And also you're going to feel really good about your life and your job and what you do for work. It feels like you're just like putting in a lot of focus to every day matters in a way that's like perfecting the situation. So I feel like the outcome of the situation is really positive. And I feel like you're putting in the kind of effort that's guaranteeing it to be positive. It's not just like you're hoping, not just hoping for the best, but actually creating the results that you want to see. So I hope you enjoyed that group 7. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.